Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and an amazing day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about this Esports ETF. It's this really cool ETF that, really is diversified in esports, which is like online gaming. So it's really cool. I'm going to make a video really explaining what it is, some future predictions of it. Is it a good investment? So now let's jump into it. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask me them down in the group chat. And guess what, guys? I have some amazing news. Now, I am going to be doing a course. Now, if you guys want to have free access to this, I need you guys to do me one favor. Go ahead and DM me your email, because then I'm going to enroll you guys completely free. I just need your email and then you guys will be all set. So in the first 10 people are going to be beta testers. They're going to test it out, see how well it works. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. So now let's jump into it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Roll the intro. Let's go. Bam. So now the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I do think esports is one of the top growing sectors in the whole United States. But honestly, it's pretty hard to invest in esports. We had Drake invest $100 million into an esports team, and now the company is worth way more than that. So I do think esports is one of the top growing sectors out there. We have a lot of awesome players out there, Ninja, Myth, Tfue, a lot of awesome players. But I do think the sector is growing at a very, very fast rate. Some colleges are now having esports teams, so it's really crazy to see this sector take off. But how can you invest in it? Alrighty guys, so the ETF ticker is ticker symbol ESPO. You guys can see video gaming ETF. Look at this growth here, really hitting lows at $25 and highs up here at $56.32. We had some sell-off here the past week. Now this stock is a little overvalued, so that's when we got that little sell-off here, very common. Now looking at this, you guys can see the whole recession made it fall from around 41 to around 32, really finding some support here at this 200 moving average line. Now one thing to keep in mind, look at this growth here. You guys can see that really online gaming is kind of an investable sector. So it's really cool to see that. The downside of this is it's risky, it's new, there's no dividend, but honestly, we're going to be getting all the growth of this. So it's a really cool ETF. Now let's actually go ahead and look at some of the book, the financials of it. You guys can see I am actually on their website here. So now you guys can see the exchanges, the NASDAQ. The total assets here is $339 million. 25 holdings here. Now, one of the things you guys need to look at is this. This is the expense ratio. Now, I always have this 1% rule, keeping it under 1%. With it being 0.99, technically it is still under that rule. That's the only thing I really don't like about this, but honestly, it looks pretty decent for everything else. Now, looking at some of the key points, you guys can see competitive gaming audience is expected to reach 495 million people globally in 2020. And I do think since people are more inside now than ever, I do think that this is one of the best sectors to get into. Another thing here is look at this past performance. Let's go down here. The 1 month is 9.69. The 3 month is 34. The 1 year 36. Or the year to date is 36. And then the 1 year is 56%, which is nuts. That is way more than the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ. Now, some of the top holdings here you guys can see are Tencent Holdings and Nintendo, Advanced Micro Devices. You guys can see these are all of the online really companies that use gaming. So I do think it's really sweet to see that. You guys can see the sector weighting. So I do think this is one of the best, honestly, investments to make right now. The only downside of this for me is I'm not going to be getting a dividend, and it is a riskier sector. But other than that, this is an actually really cool ETF to get into. And you guys can go on this website. I'll post that down below. So if you guys want to check that out. But overall, this is really sweet. Another thing you guys can look at is the float here is 6.4 million. So the shares outstanding. So I do think that this is technically a low float. And once people start knowing this, is going to absolutely take off. This is only in the thousands right now. Wait until it gets in the millions. This ETF is going to explode, and I do think it's just a matter of time. So realistically, Do I think you guys should buy some? Here's what I would recommend doing. Have a nice solid base of, ETFs that cover the general market. Then you guys can expand into more riskier ETFs like this. Do I think this is an extreme risk? Absolutely not. I do think that this is a moderate to low risk, to be honest with you. Look at those holdings. Those are large corporations behind it. So I do think that this is a really sweet ETF to get into. No dividend, but that's fine because it's pure growth. But I do think, you always have to understand risk for reward. So how would I go ahead about buying this? Would you buy it now? Would you wait? I would do the strategy dollar cost averaging for long-term investments like this. What that means is I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to buy, let's just say one of these per month. What this is going to do is this is going to overall get a good average price, because if this stock is just continuing to go up, you're just going to average your share. And then when the stock falls down, you can actually go ahead and average more into it. If it falls over 4%, you guys can double what you normally put in. What this is going to do is you guys are going to get like 10% more doing this. It's absolutely one of the best strategies out there. So just go ahead and buy like one of these a month. You guys are going to get a good average price and overall make a ton of money. So that is it though. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and overall stay safe out there. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bam.